Alrighty, guys, welcome to tonight's charting session. Hopefully everybody's doing well. It is September 19th. It is a Tuesday. We did trade live this morning, but I ended up not taking a single trade today. Now, the reason is because I did expect to probably not take a trade today, and the reason is because it's the day before FOMC. A lot of the times, the day before FOMC, we come into the market expecting to see slow, choppy action. And that reason is because a lot of the time, hedge funds, institutions, and just a lot of the time, retail traders as well are waiting for tomorrow for FOMC to really get that move that we really want to see. So today and tonight, we're going to be going over not too much. I'm not going to keep you for too long, but I do want to go over the action today, any possible setups that could have been taken in the PM session or in the morning, and then we'll talk about my bias going into tomorrow as well. So looking at ES, again, going into the morning, I was very bearish because I want to see this sell side level get taken. Now, it was kind of a mix. I wasn't super bearish or bullish, but once this level was taken, I was very, very bullish. I did want to see if there might have been a setup if we had a move to the upside to take this high and then look to sell off to take the low, but we ended up just selling straight off at the open. Right when market opened, you can see we just went absolutely nowhere for the first, 30 minutes or so, just completely chopping in this range. We get an expansion move to the downside. Again, continue to chop intraday here. And then continuing, again, very, very slow action today. And then we got a move back towards the upside in the PM session. So again, for me, and the way I'm looking at this, I do not see any high-quality opportunity today. And that's kind of what I expected. I stayed patient, stayed disciplined, and I decided not to take a trade today. So looking at the market now, though, actually, first let me take a look at NQ. Again, NQ, the exact same thing. We have already taken this level, so I was looking to see a bounce or us to come down to sell side. You can see we came down to sell side. And now, again, I'm watching to see this buy side level now. Noticing this fair value gap starting to get ran through to the upside. We'll see if this holds or not. So, again, looking at the open on NQ, same exact thing. We take sell side, chop at the open. Again, no really displacement to the upside. Continue to the downside. Come up. Again, chop, 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 chop. Let's see if there was maybe anything in the PM. It doesn't really look like it, to be honest. I wouldn't really have looked to take in any sort of trade in the PM session. Came down here, held consequent encroachment, 1 minute. Yeah, we just, maybe this fair, yeah, this fair value up again would still be low probability. I wouldn't really look to trade anything. So I'm happy I didn't take anything again because action was, how many people today took trades? How many of you guys took trades, and are you green or are you red? And be honest. And tell me, if you are green and if you are red, tell me, be honest with yourself. If you are green on the day, did you break your rules or did you follow your rules? And if you are red on the day, did you break your rules or did you follow your rules? No trade, no trade, no trade. Red, no trade, no trade. No trades for me. Okay, I'm happy to see a lot of no trades. Nope, didn't see any A+, small loss, no trade, green. Okay, if you're green, did you follow your rules or did you break your rules? Green and followed. Okay, good. Green on the day broke the rule by entering late. Okay. Traded well, but my rules aren't outlined well. Okay. We want to outline those a little bit more. Green but broke rules. Green broke profit rule. Okay. Okay. So if take whatever that answer was that you had to that question and go in your journal if you haven't already journaled today. Or if you already did, I still want you to go back. And I want you to write that down. And I want you to make sure that you're aware of it. Again, because a lot of the time as traders, and I'm not going to call out anybody, but I'll call out Patrick today. That's the whole discussion that we had today on live with that whole fucking Patrick thing of him blowing up an evaluation and then him trying to justify it to himself, like, oh, I made this much earlier in the week, or I did this. And he's trying to justify the loss, even though he's not accepting he made a bad decision, and he's, trying to, do something he shouldn't be doing, which is, he's basically just gambling. And that's what I want us to be able to realize. It's completely pushing that ego to the side, because as a trader, if you truly want to be a good trader and truly want to grow, it's okay to make mistakes, but it's not okay to push those mistakes under the rug and try to make an excuse for why that mistake happened and not try to fix it, right? I make mistakes all the time. And you guys are the first person. When I make a mistake, I want you guys to know that I made a mistake, because we can learn from those mistakes together, right? So that's what the first thing I want you to focus on is coming at it today. I personally didn't trick or trade, didn't like anything, so I'm following my rules. I had good patience, good discipline, right? That's my head is out coming out of the day. And I want you guys to review that for yourself as well. So, going into tomorrow, looking at NQ first, then we'll take a look at ES here. What do you guys think I am going into tomorrow? Bullish or bearish? Yeah, definitely more bullish. Definitely more bullish. Now, the area that I'm going to be watching, though, and we'll see what happens in the morning, is I'm very confident that this is the draw on liquidity, this daily fair value gap. So this is pretty much the main thing I'm watching, is this daily fair value gap. I'm watching to see us come here. Now, what I want to watch as well is if this gets taken before FOMC. Now, what I'm possibly expecting to see is slow action in the AM. FOMC possibly pumps us up for that manipulation move, and then we continue to the downside. That's a possibility as well. Now, I'm overall bullish because we've come down, swept sell side, we've come down, swept sell side. Again, having that move back up. I'm very confident that this is where we're going. This high is going to be probably our first target to the upside, and we're going to come into this daily fair value gap. But after we come here, again, it's noticing, are we going to hold this area, this fair value gap, or are we going to come up, reject this, and then look to sell back off to the downside? So going into tomorrow for FOMC, again, a lot of the times the way FOMC is structured is we'll have accumulation beforehand. We'll have an initial pop when FOMC starts, when Powell starts speaking. And then we'll have, that pop will a lot of the times be a manipulation move to take out buy side, take out sell side. And then 15 minutes, 30 minutes after that initial move is when we really get the actual FOMC move, which is the reversal. And that is when we're looking to take a trade. So I'm not looking to take that initial structure move, right? I'm waiting to see what the manipulation move is first, right? Letting the news attract towards whatever the draw is, let it take whatever it wants to, and then look to trade that afternoon reversal after that move, and that manipulation move is already had, right? So this could be where that manipulation move is. Again, possibly in the overnight session, we could continue to just kind of chop here, and then FOMC happens, we get a big move up, and then Powell starts speaking, and then we just absolutely, dump. That could be a possibility as well. So that's something I'm watching for. And then it also could be the exact opposite, right? We could come into tomorrow, the manipulation move is this, and then it could be this, right? That's also a possibility as well. So the biggest thing I'm focusing on is just in between this range here, right? I like this daily fair value gap. This is going to play a key role going into tomorrow, and it's going to rely a lot on what my bias is going into tomorrow. Is I do believe this is the draw. So if I see bullish structure, this is where I'm looking to head for price, right? If I'm seeing bearish structure, I want to see this still get taken and look to play that reversal back to the downside, right? So that's pretty much the main thing I'm watching on NQ. And then pretty much, again, the exact same thing on ES. We have that daily fair value gap right here. Notice that we're in a bullish daily fair value gap as well. We've come down. We've swept sell side. ES is looking super bullish. Notice this fat wick here, right? This is beautiful. Big 4-hour wick all the way to the downside, stopping out all these traders that were now long. Still holding this. Again, wicks doing the damage, candle showing the narrative, continuing to hold that daily fair value gap. Big move to the upside. Now I'm watching and expecting this fair value gap to now get ran to the upside, and I'm looking for this to become inverse. So this is what I'm watching here. Boom, boom, boom. Now, I would like to see it on a 1 hour, but there's a lot of imbalances here, so we'll see if that ends up happening or not. But again, pretty much the same bias. I want to see this end up getting taken. Depends on what happens with FOMC, but we'll see. We'll come into the PM session. We'll see what happens through the morning. We'll wait for that initial pop, wait for that initial move, and look to trade that reversal. Any questions? How do you think about when there's a lot of fair value gaps in the opposite direction of your trade? A lot of the times I like to zoom out and I like to wait for them to get ran through to trade that inverse, right? That's why I said I'm more focused on the 4-hour here, because all of those imbalances then transfer to just this one imbalance. So when this gets ran through, it gives me confidence that we then go here, right? Yeah, here's my fib settings. Can you explain your rules? How should I define my rules? My rules aren't really like I don't really have like a list of specific things. It's more of the good habits that I know, which is following my proper position sizing. I have a position size. I know what is more than what I should be risking. I know the setups that I should be taking. I shouldn't be taking any other type of setup besides the ones that I know work for me, right? I'm not rushing into trades. I'm not over trading. I'm not forcing setups. I'm staying disciplined, right? All of these things are rules that I have. I would not have taken that today, Subi. No. I'm good at analyzing the markets and knowing what the draw is on liquidity is, but I have a hard time knowing where to get in and execute. Do you have any advice? You don't have a good understanding of structure. Multiple fair value gaps. Go on my YouTube and watch all of these videos right here. In this video, I'm going to talk about my top. Go watch how to trade ICT. Go watch all of these videos. It'll give you a really good understanding of how I view structure. And a lot of the times, a lot of new ICT traders, when you're looking at all these fair value gaps, you don't know, what to take, what not to take. You just don't have enough understanding of structure yet. So watch all of these videos. In fact, I need to make this a part of that playlist. Let me do that real quick. Playlist. There we go. Okay. All right. Valid quarterly theory. I could not tell you. I don't know enough about quarterly theory. Isn't quarterly theory not? Is it? I don't know if it's based on the specific sessions. I thought it was based off of. It might actually. I think it does line up with sessions. But again, that looks like that just looks like power of 3 to me. That's all it is. This is just power of 3. Accumulation, manipulation at the highs when this high gets taken, then distribution to the downside. That's all I see. How do you feel about this trade a little after market? Yeah, I said, yeah, I don't like that trade. No. Oh, was this before or after? Wait. Was this on ES or NQ? That was on ES. That was before that got taken, right? Yeah, it's a lot. It's better. I like it because this was not taken yet. So yes, it's not bad. It's not bad. Was there an internal trade here? Was there an internal fair value gap you could have taken? Not really. I mean, it's good risk. It's actually not that bad. It's not terrible. Just because that sell side level wasn't taken yet. And you had good risk on it, so it's not bad. Again, building confidence, building conviction with those trades. That's good. If there's a good setup in the AM, is it bad to take it? If there's a setup tomorrow in the AM, I would just trade it with low size. Yes, I do, Debo. Was my trade a good or bad habit? It's not the specific of the trade that should be a good or bad habit. It's the actual habit itself of you know, being in a trade, behavioral aspects of it. Like, I want you to test and build conviction with whatever you're trading, right? Me and you are not the same. We're two different traders. So something that you have conviction in, I might not have conviction in. So the whole point is for you to give yourself opportunities to build conviction and build confidence with ideas. Because a setup that looks really good to you might not look the best to me, but you have conviction with it, I don't. So I'll tell you what I would and would not trade, but that doesn't mean that it's right or wrong. Yeah, we're going live in the afternoon. All right, guys, that's really all I have for you guys tonight. Very short session, only around 20 minutes or so. Not really much to talk about. I'm excited for FOMC. We'll see what kind of action price brings us tomorrow. Again, I won't be trading in the morning. We'll be doing our live at I'm around 1:30 to 1:45, either 15 minutes before FOMC or 30 minutes before FOMC. I'll talk to Danny and see if we're gonna do the dual live stream together. So we'll see. Yeah, the Discord sale will start tomorrow as well as I'll do a lifetime sale. I'll make a whole announcement tomorrow. So just yeah, be on the lookout for that. Give you a time. Set your alarm for 30 minutes before FOMC. All right. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.